Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm coming at you today with my 5x Fall project pan 2019. Yep, I'm doing this for another year because I really like this project pan. So, let me show you the 5 products that I'm going to be trying to use up. I don't foresee any of these being a problem, so let's get started. First off, I have a foundation. I'm probably not going to use it much this month because I want to be testing some newer foundations that I got, but even so, I think I can use this up in like 2 months, so I don't foresee this being a problem. This is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Foundation. Mine is in the shade 105, which is a little too dark for me. Maybe not quite. I don't know. I don't even think they sell this foundation anymore, but I have it. It's one of my older foundations, so I need to get it used up. And we are starting right here. So I don't foresee this being a problem. Next, I have some Wet n Wild products because I've mentioned this in other videos. I think what they did to people was really shitty, lying about being cruelty-free for like over a year, almost 2 years at this point. So I don't want to support that and I want to get their shit out of my collection. First thing I have is something I actually bought recently and I'm most of the way through it, so I'm almost positive I'll be done with this by the end of the month. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Spray, and this stuff smells awful. It is the worst cucumber scent I have ever encountered. Well, it's one of the top worst, but it does work as a, I don't use this as a primer spray. I use this kind of the same way I use like a MAC Fix Plus type spray, where it kind of helps the powder meld into my face and all the makeup kind of meld into one and actually look pretty decent. Pretty good even. So too bad that this both A, smells awful, and B, is by Wet n Wild, who sucks. But it doesn't matter. We are starting right here. Like I said, this will certainly not be a problem. It will probably be done by the end of June. I'm actually filming this about a week or so in advance because I put that in there and I don't want to try and find something else to replace it. Next is another Wet n Wild product. This is the only non-makeup item I have in here, and it is the Photo Focus Rose Toner by Wet n Wild. It is completely full. When I first used up one of these, I went through it in like 3 weeks, but I used it morning and night. This one I'm only going to be using in the morning, so I figure it will take me about 6 weeks to go through, which still totally nothing. I have like 3 months for this project. Next is a product that I don't necessarily know if I will finish in 3 months, but this is the time of year that I want to be using it. So I figured I would throw it in, and I kind of needed a 5th product that I at least thought that I had a chance of using up. So it is the Ulta Beauty Broad Spectrum SPF 50 Sunscreen Rose Water Setting Spray Matte Finish. So I will be using this as my mattifying setting spray. Yes, I use 2 setting sprays. I'm extra. What you want? But I know people have said that you shouldn't depend on makeup as your sole like SPF, but I've mentioned this before. I have a vitamin D deficiency. If I'm just going like in and out of my car, running errands, it's a normal day, I don't wear sunscreen, and I don't recommend that for most people. I'm definitely a pusher of people to use sunscreen. I have to get my vitamin D where I can get it. However, I like that this is matte, and I will probably only get about half of the protection from it because it is just a setting spray. I could douse myself with it, and it still probably wouldn't be the recommended amount of sunscreen you're supposed to apply to your face. However, I do like that setting sprays, you can apply them over makeup and not jack up your entire face. Now, it says rose water. I don't think this really smells like rose water. It actually smells really similar to the Supergoop setting spray that I used up last year, I think, which I really liked that spray too, but I wanted to see if this was a decent dupe of it because I'm one of the few people that seem to like that one. But if this is of a similar consistency and, you know, still gets me at least some sun protection over my makeup, this is what I would purchase over that, even though I think that one is a bigger bottle. But this one's a lot cheaper, and because it's Ulta, you can put coupons on it, like $3 off of 15, and they run sales on Ulta products all the time. I bought this when they were like buy 2 get 2 free, and it has a shaker in it. Anyways, Here is where we are starting. I've never used it before, so that is just where it starts, apparently. So yeah. And my last product is actually another Wet n Wild product. I was originally going to put this in here. It is their mattifying white powder. And even though I only started using it at the beginning of like the tail end of last month, I have already hit major pan in it. I'm probably going to be finished with this by the end of the month. I know people have said before that not a lot of product comes in here and you go through it really fast. I did not realize how much they truly meant that. It's 6 grams. Let's see. Yeah, and I wear a lot of powder. So me going through a powder in a month, me going through 6 grams of powder in a month is not that hard. But I mean, the pan in here is really shallow too. So I'm probably actually going to repress this in the next couple of days and then it will go very quickly. So I got a different powder. And the one I got is the Wet n Wild Coverall powder. They don't sell this in stores anymore. They discontinued it for the photo focus one that goes with their newer foundation. But I bought a bunch of these because this was actually like my holy grail powder at one point. Mine is in the shade Fair Light, although I think I have one in light floating around somewhere because I found it in a store at one point, or maybe I've already used that up. I have like 3 of these because I bought like 5 or 6 of them off of the Wet n Wild website at one point. But this is brand new, has never been used. I can go through one of these in like 2 months. So even with finishing the other powder, this will still be no problem to finish up. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in, including my dealing, you know, with my rambly ass. But thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you later. Bye.